Okay, there's actually one more thing. I tricked you a little bit before we move on that I want to talk to you about. And I didn't want this to get lost in the shuffle. It's very easy to forget or overlook. Over here on the right, when you're creating questions, you have the option of how long students have to respond. So you've got everything from 5 seconds, which I guess would just be maybe if you're doing something for fun, right? I could see that, right? Learning's fun. That might be useful, but otherwise I don't see how any kind of practical assessment it would make sense. But all the way up to 4 minutes. That's a long time. But so as soon as everyone in your class answers a question, if you're doing it in a live format, it'll immediately go to the end. But the music changes too. If it's like as the time limit goes down, the music gets faster and more intense, and it's a very dreamy music at 4 minutes. It can kind of lull you to sleep. But maybe you're doing something that needs some really advanced uh, mathematical mathematical work, or there's some sort of open response question. Maybe you want to give them some time, right? So that's something you can do, and that's really I think a useful thing to be able to control. You could also do standard points or double points. So I will sometimes award double points if I have them competing for extra credit or something like that on very hard questions, or even no points if you just want to throw something silly or random in there. So that's how that works. And then multi-select is cool. So you got single select and multi-select. It'll say multi-select right before the question pops up. I'll give you an example of this too. And then students select all that apply is really what multi-select means. So just keep these options in mind. The 4 minutes, sometimes there is a student who might get bounced, or they'll just take a long time to answer a question. So I don't want to do, you probably don't want to go all the way down to 4 minutes. Usually between 30 seconds and a minute, maybe a minute, 30 seconds, 2 minutes, depending on what you're doing, right, will work. So mileage varies, but keep that in mind, okay? Don't overlook it. And that's actually something I tweak a lot from test to test. After a test, I'll make some notes about ones that need to be shortened or lengthened, so on and so forth. Okay, thanks.